Alright guys, welcome back to another Shadow Priest video. Today we are going to be solo farming the dagger from the princess here in Mauradon. You guys might be already familiar on how to get here via the scepter, etc. So we're not going to get into how to get here. But I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks on actually fighting this boss, because most of the guides I've seen are on mages and warlocks. However, it is just as simple to do this on a priest. So a couple of the things that you are going to want to really make sure you have on this pool is swiftness potions. And if you don't want to spend gold for swiftness potions, you will unfortunately have to go take the time to go farm Skull of Impending Doom. Essentially, you need something that's going to make you run fast, and you're going to see why in just a little bit. Now, what I will say is I've tried this without utilizing swiftness potions, and unfortunately, as a priest, you just kind of need the extra movement. One other thing that's going to help you a ton is actually the insignia of the horde, because you will get stunned a lot here. So let's go ahead and start the pull here. As long as you have your right runes, this is going to be pretty much your breeze. At every single corner, what's going to happen is for every important pack we come across, you are going to distract it with your pets. And that's really all there is to it. As long as you distract these, mobs with your pets, I mean, there's really nothing else to worry about. So you can see how simple that was. We used the eye, we used the homunculi, and next we're going to use the shadow fiend. Now, one thing to notice is that if you ever do shield or pull aggro, that's where fade comes in handy. So you will have to have fade on your hotbar. I don't use it as often because more often than not, like you can see, I put the pets down in time. I already have my shield before I catch aggro. But if you find yourself in a situation where that is not the case, definitely be ready. And right now, this is what I was talking about. So we are going to have to prep our fear. This is why we need swiftness potions. So you're going to pop past these. You're going to want to basically disperse here so you don't get stunned, because that is the whole hard part about this pool right here, is getting past actually those guardians right there. The guardians stun you. All this other stuff is really simple to get past. However, it's the guardians that actually ruin this bridge for you. And just depending on where you are in the pool, I mean, the guardians might be in a good spot or a bad spot. And then right here, you want to follow this little dark line in order to jump up. You see, I almost missed it. But once you get up here, shield yourself, log out. Logging out will reset all of these. And then we're going to kill Princess. All right, so actually on second thought, let's not wait until it's done. Let's just pretend that we are trying to move as fast as possible, right? So I'm going to go ahead and buff up, make sure we're absolutely ready to do this. And we're going to pull Princess. One thing I did notice about the Princess pull is that if you are panicking, you're going to find yourself in a bad situation. And what do I mean by that? I just mean that you really have to make sure you are taking Princess as far as possible and along the outer edges. And it's really not a race. It's more like a marathon. So I'm going to pre-shield here just to play it safe. And I've actually already farmed this Blade of Eternal Darkness. So if it falls again, that'd be actually insane. But we're going to let her kind of get past me. I like to wait until she's right around here. And one big tip and trick that I would suggest, you start with the Eye of the Void. You might be wondering why. Well, it's because Eye of the Void has the ability to put the curse on her. And there you go. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to drag her far out. And if you get stunned, don't panic on the first stun. You can, of course, manipulate those stuns or cancel those stuns via the medallion. But this is what you're going to want to do. You're going to use your homies and your other pets in order to get Princess to do that ability right there. That ability is basically the stomp that's going to slow her down and allow you to pump some damage. One thing I did notice is you don't have to greed at all. Greeding is what's going to, kind of get you in trouble. So now the next pet will be the Shadow Fiend. But this is what I talked about. So I'm going to trinket this first one to start getting as much distance as possible between me and Princess. But as I mentioned, you don't have to do it every single time. Like, you want to trinket in order to give yourself some distance, because she does hit very hard. So even here, like, I could stop in Mind Blast. However, that would be greeding just a little bit, right? Like, If you get greedy, that's kind of how you lose this one. So see, the knock is going to come in. You want to save your dispersion, and you want to save your shields for whenever she's about to get in contact with you, like on a melee level. So I might get hit here, but I might not. I'm doing a pretty good job. Oh, sorry. I'm over here worried so much about the commentary. I'm not actually focusing in on putting my dots down. So let's put these dots down. Let's get the pet on her because she's going to throw a boulder at me. So like I said, you're going to bait out that dust field whenever there is a pet on top of her. And you see I just baited that dust field right there. And I did that because I didn't really feel too comfortable. I felt like she was getting kind of close, right? So then I put the pet on her. And that's it. So this is how you essentially beat Princess. You can see right there, I basically ran out of the range of her ability. And yeah, we're going to keep our dots up. Going to keep our curses up. Oh, I keep putting, dude, for some reason putting Void Plague on her when I don't have to, so it's out of habit. So we're gonna do that, and let's go ahead and get some homies on her right now. Oh, I try to get it away from the turtles. You gotta be careful with those turtles. You can reset them though, so it's not gonna be too big of a deal. So I'm gonna get knocked down. She's probably gonna dust field here shortly, really any second now. And if she does end up dust fielding, then we'll be good. Otherwise, I should be getting ready to shield. And then after I shield, I will disperse if she tries to jump on top of me. So that's the only catch. All right, so she's a little close. Oof, you see the hit comes in. That's going to happen. Don't panic. Get your distance. Heal up. You know, like I said, it's a marathon, not a race. And we'll just keep it moving. Keep pumping her down. Soon she'll be basically in death territory. So here it is. My eyeball is ready again. Get the eyeball ready. Make sure we don't get hit right there. So we see we have the distance. Keep wrapping all the way around. Dragging her out. Dragging her out. Now, if you get yourself in a situation where you are actually about to get taken out, and you might be wondering, like, what do I mean by get taken out? Like she's on top of you, you're gonna die, and you have a decision to make between maybe popping a potion or popping a swiftness pot. I 1010% recommend that you pop the swiftness pot. Swiftness is going to allow you to open your distance between her, and your vampiric embrace is going to be what allows you to heal up, like straight up and down. And that is basically how you take down Princess. I probably should have did this actually without the dagger, because I'm not having any mana issues at all right now. But that's what we're after, right? Like chasing that sweet, sweet dagger. Yeah, dudes, look at that. We're about to take down Princess. And you saw what happened when she hit me. Like, she hits hard. She hits very, very hard. So you really do want to respect the damage. She damages, or she hits very, very hard. So as long as you do that, this is an excellent gold farm. Or, of course, farm your own dagger, man.